Hey everybody, just happy Sunday. Just wanted to say hi and see how everyone's doing today. Anyway, the pool is open here. Whenever I see the pool, I think of my children and how much they could be enjoying it. I've made so many videos, and I write in letters and I do everything, and I never hear from them. They never reach out to me, ever. I can't tell you as a mom how it feels to never hear from your children, to exhaust everything and you never hear from them. And I put all my letters out there, I put all my videos out there, and I never get anything back in return. Like, no one ever reaches out and says, hey, I can help you. Except for those company that were like Hope and Darkness, and they wanted $3,600 for like three months. It's like Hope and Darkness. Yeah, you can just take your hope and darkness, and they wanted like $3,600, and that wasn't even to show up in court. That was just to give you coaching or whatever. That's the only one that's ever reached out to me, ever. And I'm just exhausted because I don't know where to turn, I don't know where to turn. I don't know who to talk to. I don't need a therapist, I need a lawyer. Therapists can't do anything. I don't really need a therapist. I went through like 6 years of therapy. It's just horrible how the New Mexico family court treats outsiders. Absolutely horrible. I don't know where to go, who to turn to, who to talk to. Because it's like you hear it for a few minutes, whatever long the video is, but I have to deal with it every single day, every minute of every day, every hour of every day. Do you know what that does to you as a mom? When I see anything to do with children, I think of my kids. I can't get back the years that Paul Brian Baca has taken away from me. I can't get back those years. I don't know who goes to his parent, the children's. I don't know who goes to the parent-teacher meetings. I don't know what role his girlfriend, Jalen Garcia, has. Supposedly is recovering from cancer and she doesn't work. At least that's what he told the court. Oh, I have to support her. She doesn't work. They're just evil. Ginny Vera Schulte, Samuel Baca, and Paul Brian Baca in Albuquerque, they're just evil people. What they've done and what they've done to our children, like the psychological damage they've done, the irreparable damage. And the saddest part is that Stephen Klump went along with it. Armond Carion, I asked for a guardian ad litem. There was never a guardian ad litem. There was never the court clinic. Even Samuel Baca got to pick the therapist. The grandfather got to pick the therapist. It wasn't a neutral therapist. And all he did was lie in court, saying that he saw my children during COVID and it would be in their best interest not to see their mom. They did everything they can to hurt my relationship. They could have allowed this to destroy me. But I struggle every day. Because It's a huge burden to take on. And you're just mad at everybody. You're mad and angry at everybody. I've put everything out there, and I never get anything back in return. The people that can't help but choose not to, unless you pay them thousands of dollars. And I don't want to hear I'm sorry anymore, because it doesn't mean anything. I don't know what to do. I can't move forward without my children. But they never reach out to me. They're so brainwashed. They're so brainwashed. I hate their mom. What kind of a parent and grandparents do this to children? Turn the kids against their mom. Do everything they can to hurt the relationship. Then what kind of a court goes along with it? Stephen Klump did nothing to protect my children. Armond Carion did nothing to protect my kids. They just fed my children to a narcissist. Caden used to hug me and kiss me all the time, and Connor was a little, he wasn't as affectionate, Just, it hurts. It hurts. And I don't know what to do. I should have left here. I should have left. I should have left New Mexico. Because there's no point in me staying. If my own children don't even want to talk to me, what's the point? Caden. I mean, what is he doing to my kids? The long-term psychological damage he's doing to my kids because they don't have their mom. And I can't get anyone to help. I can't get no one to help me. Nobody wants to get involved. Nobody wants to do anything. Everybody wants to look the other way. My children won't out to me. They think I'm a horrible person. If I didn't care, why would I write them letters all the time? If I didn't care about my kids. Pay child support and I can't even see them. I don't have anybody in New Mexico. My kids are all I have. They won't talk to me. Can you imagine if you're a parent not being allowed to talk to your kids? Not being allowed to go to their parent-teacher meetings. Not having any rights to your kids. Do you know what that does? Do you know what that makes you feel? Having no rights as a mom. And then on top of that, your children won't even talk to you. All I want is to have a relationship with my boys, to be a mother. I can't get back the years that he's taken away from me. But I don't know when I'll ever see my kids. I don't know when I'll ever see them. Because they don't make any effort. They don't make no effort at all. It's like they don't care. They don't give a shit about their mother. Not even for Mother's Day. Not even for my birthday. My father died. Thanksgiving, Christmas, never reached out to me. Never. Not one of my kids. Their hearts are filled with so much hatred. All they care about is money. And whatever those people are buying them. Their new phones. Designer clothes. Crappy vacations. I don't know who goes to the parent-teacher meetings. I don't know what my kids' grades are. I haven't been able to talk to my children. The last time I was able to talk to my kids was 2018. And then I won a case that said I could see my children every Sunday from 12 to 6. And then Paul Brian Baca and his corrupt lawyer went to court and said they missed the hearing because they never got notice of the hearing. Everything I got awarded got thrown away. Everything. And then when we went to see Armond Carion, I was trying to get a lawyer. And the lawyer that I met on the state bar wanted $30,000. So I didn't have a lawyer. And so, I thought he would be fair. Paul Brian Baca got to pick the visitation. I was told I had to agree to everything. Everything. I had no say in anything. The only reason I got the car was because it had the interlock in it. Otherwise, he would have taken the car too. I was homeless. I was kicked out in the street. I had nowhere to live. The whole time he was living with his father, rent-free. The only reason he got a job in Sandia is because his uncle Danny Baca works there. He couldn't get a reference when he left Los Alamos. He's just a true narcissist. What he's doing to the children. I can deal with whatever he's doing to me, but what he's doing with my kids. My children are hurt and they're confused and they don't know who to believe. And they've been brainwashed to hate their mother. Connor told me that they've told him that he's not allowed to talk to his mother. The court order specifically says the children can reach out to me whenever they want. Paul Brian Baca, Samuel Baca, and Ginny Schulte are telling the children they're not allowed to talk to their mother, which is complete defiant of the court order. I can't get anyone to listen. I can't get any lawyer to help. I haven't seen my kids. I haven't talked to them. I haven't been able to hug them. Nothing. It just makes you feel worthless as a parent. It makes you feel like you're worthless, like you have no value. I mean, the court thinks you have no value. I might as well be a drug addict. Prisoners get to see their children. And I have 2 degrees. I have my own place. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. And I still can't see my kids. What is wrong with this court system? What is wrong with the New Mexico Family Court? And the only way I'll have any rights at all is if I can pay a lawyer. And now they're looking for like $5,000 just to reopen the case. Lawyers don't care about you. They just care about lining their bank accounts. That's all they care about. The New Mexico Family Court does not care about children. It's about who has the most money and who can advance their political careers. It's all a corruption. Stephen Klump is corrupt. Armond Carion is corrupt. What they're doing is tearing families apart. Tearing families tearing mothers away from children because one person has more money than the other person. I don't have less value because I don't have as much money as they do. They're bribing my children. They're giving them iPhones and electronics and all these things. And in return, they're not allowed to talk to me. They're not allowed to have a relationship. What kind of a parent does that to children? Connor, Caden, and Colin, what your father or grandparents are doing is not right. I need you to please listen to me. Please listen to me. And go on my Instagram. I write you letters all the time. I've written you so many letters. And I never get anything back. Do you care about your mom at all? Any part of you cares about your mother? I know you're hurting. I know. I'm hurting too. I can't fix it. I can't fix. I can't get back what's gone. I didn't have 3 children to be on my own. I didn't carry you for 9 months. Connor, Caden, and Colin. You have to know what your father and your grandparents are doing is wrong. You have to know. You have to know what they're doing is wrong. You know what? If they can do this to your mom, they can do this to you too. I don't care about the hurt that I feel, because I can get past all of that. But I still worry about you. I worry about each of my children because I'm not there to protect you. I'm not there to comfort you when you're mad and angry and talk to you when something bothers you. All I want is to be your mom. But the New Mexico family court said I have no rights. Stephen Klump said I have no rights. Deborah Ramirez, Lamar, and Santa Fe. I have no rights. Lamar changed the visitation. You were going to the children's services and he went in and had a big fight with Lisa, but that's not what he told Lamar. He said it was stressful going over the Rio Grande Bridge, even though he was going over the Rio Grande Bridge to see his mother. And the children were going to therapy 2 doors down. But nothing I said to Lamar made a difference. Nothing. She didn't give a shit about anything I had to say. I was just a horrible person. She had I was never going to benefit her political career. So why did she have to listen to me? You know why? Because she doesn't care about children. She doesn't care about families. I gave birth to 3 children and I can't talk to my own kids. I live 1 hour away. They're in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho, and I'm in Santa Fe, and I can't talk to my kids. I can't see my children. I can have no contact with my kids. And the whole time they're telling my children they're not allowed to talk to me, which is completely the opposite of the court order. I'm going to upload the court order, and it's going to be on my Instagram. And my Instagram is going to be in the description, so you can go to my Instagram and you can see all the letters that I write to my children. And you can see the court order because I'm going to upload it. And you're going to see what it says, which is the opposite to what he's telling the children. He's never told the kids that they can reach out to me whenever they want. He's never told Caden that. He's never told Colin that. And he's never told Connor that they can reach out to me whenever they want. Instead, they're doing the opposite. They're telling my children you're not allowed to talk to your mom. Think of the psychological damage that does to the children. And they've been doing that for 8 years. If you know Samuel Baca, Vera Jenny Schulte, and Paul Brian Baca in Albuquerque, they are horrible people. If you want to know the truth, talk to me. Talk to me if you want to know the truth. You might think they're good people. They're not. What they're doing is psychological damage to my children. They're hurting my boys. They're confusing my children. They're making my children think that their mom doesn't love them. Just because I don't have millions of dollars in the bank doesn't mean I'm less of a person. Doesn't mean I don't have value. Stephen Klump, you're a horrible person. And Armond Carion, you are a horrible person. What you did to my children. You destroyed my kids. You destroyed the bond that I had with my beautiful kids by giving my children to a narcissist. But you know what? You don't care, because all you care about is your political careers and who can benefit you the most. You know, you're supposed to care about the welfare of children. How is tearing children away from a loving parent, how is that helping kids? By tearing them away from a loving parent. I was the only one that grounded my kids. I never spoiled them. Everything was taken away from me. Everything. I lost everything. Paul Brian Baca even went to court and said that I was panhandling. He had a picture of a woman that looked exactly like me. He told Armond Carion that I was panhandling on Eubank with my drug addict boyfriend. Connor, Caden, and Colin, if you care about your mom, if you want a relationship with your mother, and if you want to know the truth, you need to talk to me. What they're doing is disgusting. What Paul Brian Baca, Vera Jenny Schulte, and Samuel Baca, that lives in Glenwood Hills, what they're doing is disgusting. They're causing long-term psychological damage to you. They're confusing you. They're making you hate your mother. If I didn't care, why would I still be in New Mexico? If I didn't care, I would have left. I wouldn't pay child support. I would be gone. I pay child support every, month, and I still can't see not one of you, Connor, Caden, and Colin, not one of you pick up the phone and talk to me. None of you've ever reached out to me. Who do you spend Mother's Day with? His girlfriend, Jalen Garcia? Who goes to your parent-teacher meetings? Who does? Anyway, if you care about your mother and you want a relationship, please talk to me. Go on my Instagram. I'm going to leave it down below and read all the letters that I've written to you. Show me that you care. I know you're good boys. I know you are. And I know deep down you care about your mom. I can't get a lawyer to help me. So this is the only way I can do it. This is the only thing I can do, because I can't afford a lawyer. All my information is in the description if anybody can help. If there's anybody out there, even a newspaper, even a news station, if somebody can bring awareness to what these people are doing and how the New Mexico family court deals with custody. Because they do not put the welfare of the children ahead. They do not do that. How is cutting children off from a loving mom, a parent that cares about them so much, how is that in the best interests of the children, and allowing one parent to have full control of my children, that's lying to my kids, that's turning their children against their mom? How is that beneficial to my children? I know that you don't say Stephen Klump and Armond Carion and Deborah Ramirez and Lamar. I know you don't care, because all you care about is your political careers. You don't care about the damage you're doing to families, because you are doing damage. And just because I'm an outsider, not born here, and just because I'm not Hispanic, does not make me less of a person. I still have so much for my kids. I know I have value. And I know I have so much to teach my children, but I can't, because you allowed a narcissist to raise my kids. and to scare them into not talking to their mother. Instead of telling the children you can talk to your mom, you can reach out to your mother. No, they're doing the opposite. They're telling my children they're not allowed to talk to me. Don't talk to your mother or everything we've given you will all be taken away. So what, Connor, Caden, and Colin? You don't need any of that stuff. When you get older, none of that will matter. You're going to look back and you're going to say, I wish I had talked to my mom. I wish I had listened to my mother. But that never happens. As long as you're under his spell, as long as you're living in Paul Brian Baca's house that his mother gave him the down payment for, you're never going to listen. You need to break free of that monster. What he's doing is evil. What Samuel Baca and Virginia Schulte are doing is disgusting. I allowed them to be grandparents and to see you, and this is how they repay me, by taking away my children for the last 8 years and turning my kids against me. Boys, Connor, Caden, and Colin, you're better than they are. You are better than them. Because you know why? Because you're half of me. You have half of my heart. And half of your blood is mine. I need you. I need you. And I know you need me too. I am not a bad person. I wish to God you would care about me. I wish to God you'd respond to my letters. You know, I live here and there's a pool open and you could come by and hang out at the pool. I just want to be a mom. I just want to see my kids. Because I know, boys, you're hurting too. I know you're confused and you don't know who to listen to. I would never make you choose between your mom and your dad. I would never. And I would have always co-parented you. But your father never wanted a co-parent. He just wanted the upper hand in the divorce. The way he did that, by listening to Samuel Baca, the ex-police chief, they planned everything. They planned how they were going to take you away from me. You can read all the motions, read everything they wrote. They did anything and everything to hurt your relationship with me, boys. But you're better than that. Don't put money ahead of your mother. Don't do that. Don't put money and material things ahead of your mom. You have a right to talk to your mother. You have a right to reach out to me, and nobody can tell you that you can't talk to your mom. You're taking all these gifts from them. Samuel Baca's iPhones or Samsung Galaxy, whatever kind of phone he's giving you. He's giving you that so that he can control whether you talk to me or not. So he can monitor if you reach out to me. So then he can go to court and tell the court that I'm harassing you. All those electronics he gives you, what does he want in return? For you to have no relationship with your mother. Your mother should be more important than all those electronics and those phones and the crappy vacations at Motel 8. They're not good people, Connor, Caden, and Colin. What they're doing is disgusting. And I know you're better than that. Caden, I know you're being brainwashed. If you hate me so much, talk to me and tell me why you hate me so much. If you don't talk to me, I can't fix anything. Connor, why don't you reach out to your mother? What is he telling you is going to happen if you reach out to your mom? Do it for your brother Colin. I worry about you every single day. I worry about each of my children because I'm not there to protect you. I don't know what's going on in that house because I'm not allowed to talk to you. I just want to be a mother. That's all I want. I'm not going to kidnap you, and I'm not going to run away with you, and I'm not going to hurt you or do any of the things that he's telling you that I'm going to do. But I write letters, loads of letters. No one, I never get anything back in return. Why do you think I put my story out here? Because I want to bring awareness to parental alienation and how it damages parents and how it damages children and the psychological damage that it does. And I don't understand why parental alienation is not a crime. Why is parental alienation not a crime? The New Mexico family courts, Stephen Klump and Armond Carion and Deborah Maris, they do not care about the welfare of children. And if you're an outsider and you're not Hispanic, you will be treated like garbage. If you don't have the same money that the other party has, you're going to be treated like garbage. All I've ever wanted was to be a mom. All I've ever wanted was to be a mother. And I never thought in a million years all that would be taken from me. If you're a parent, can you imagine not seeing your children, not being able to hug your kids, not being able to ask them about their school and who their friends are and what their grades are, not being able to go to their parent-teacher meetings, not being able to talk to your kids, not being able to hug your kids and kiss your kids and tell them you love them. I haven't been able to do that. He's not just robbed my children of my affection, but he's robbed me of their affection because he's a narcissist. Paul Brian Baca, that lives in Red Bloom Road, is a true narcissist, and he is evil. He's not a good person, and I don't know what he's telling everybody about where the mom is. He's kept me away from my children for 8 years. He's brainwashed my children to believe that their mother doesn't love them. He's telling my children, Connor, Caden, and Colin, that they're not allowed to talk to their mom. Boys, what is he going to do if you reach out to me? Connor, Caden, and Colin, what is he going to do? Is he going to kick you out of the house, take away your iPhone, tell you that you're never going to see your friends again? What is he going to do? What is he telling you, Connor, Caden, and Colin, are going to happen if you talk to your mother? I know you're hurting as much as I'm hurting. I know you are. I can deal with my own hurt because I'm used to it. I can deal with it. But what I'm worried about is the psychological long-term damage that he's doing to you boys. I am your mother, not Jalen Garcia or Virginia Schulte. I am your mom. And the only reason you don't talk to me is because he's been grooming you for 8 years to stay away from your mother. He's been telling you boys that I'm going to kidnap you and I'm going to hurt you and I'm going to do all these horrible things. None of that is true. I wish you were in court to see all the lies that he's told the court. He had John Jack Schooley go on the stand and tell Armond Carion that he saw you during COVID and that each of you said you hated your mother and that you wanted nothing to do with me. Is that true, Caden? Did you tell John Jack Schooley that I locked you outside the door and that I was a horrible mother? Anyway, I'm perspiring in this in this car. I just want to make these videos to show you boys that your mother loves you and your mom cares about you so much, and you can break free of that monster. You don't have to be scared. You can break free of him. You're lucky that you have a mother that cares about you so much, and you're lucky that you have a mother that keeps fighting for you. No matter how hurt, I keep fighting for you. I'm not going to give up on you boys. And you shouldn't give up on your mother too. I didn't give birth to you for that monster to take you away from me. I would never do to you what he's done. I would never have made him choose between your mom and your father. I would never have done that. You have got to know in your hearts what he's doing is wrong. Because if he was doing something right, you wouldn't be so scared. Boys, talk to your mother. Reach out to your mom. What's the worst thing that can happen? I promise you, I'm not going to kidnap you. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to do whatever he's telling you. Please don't put material things ahead of your mother. Just know that I love you and I send you my hugs and my kisses. And it would mean everything in the world to hear back from you. It would mean everything. I don't want you to be hurting, boys. I don't want you to be confused. All I want you to do is talk to your mom. Reach out to me. Ask me questions. I don't know what he's putting in your minds. Why he's making you so afraid. But if you don't talk to me, nothing's going to change. What he's doing is controlling you, grooming you to hate me, and controlling your mind. Evil people. That's what a narcissist does. A narcissist has no empathy for anybody else. The last thing I want in this world, boys, is for you to be anything like your father. Half your DNA is mine. You have to have some of the values that I have. Anyway, I'm not going to be in New Mexico forever. I've already stayed here way past the time that I want to be here. I'm just telling you, if you care about your mother, and you want to be in my life, and you want to stop this grooming that he's doing to you, just reach out to me. Talk to me. Boys, your mom loves you so much. I have a pool here. I'll show you the pool. You can come over and you can go swimming in it. I'm not going to be angry at you. I'll try and put everything behind us. Anything that's happened. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm perspiring in this car. But I think it's good for your skin. It's like a sauna. Oh, Lord. I just want this nightmare to be over. I'm on my own. I don't have any support system. Everything is just my word against theirs. I can't get anyone to listen. Anyway, all I can do is keep trying. Connor, Caden, and Colin, you should try too. If you care about your mom and you want a relationship with me and you want to know the truth. Because as long as you stay quiet and you don't stand up to a narcissist, you're never going to break free. You're always going to be wondering who's telling the truth. I'm not going to make you choose between him and me. I'm going to let you decide for yourself who you want to believe. And who truly has your best interest. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna melt in this car. But I'm not gonna be in New Mexico forever. I don't even want to be here. But if you're never gonna reach out to me, boys, there's no point in me staying. You want to continue living under his roof and believing everything he's telling you. I am not your enemy. I'm not here to hurt you. If I didn't care, I wouldn't try as hard as I'm trying. I wouldn't write you letters. Anyway, go to my Instagram. All my letters are going to be on there. All my contact is down below in the description. If anybody can do anything, anything is better than nothing. All right. Thanks to everybody who's even listened. If you have your children, hug them and kiss them. Be grateful. Because not every parent is lucky. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye, everybody.